emerging trends and issues in manpower planning. HR practitioners are now being included in strategic decision-making, sitting on the powerful committees and reporting directly to the highest executive levels. Several authors have examined the emerging focus and priorities of human resources. To improve its performance and create competitive advantage, human resources now focus its attention on a new set of priorities. These priorities are more business issue-oriented and less oriented towards traditional functional HR specialties such as compensation, benefits, staffing, and appraisal. Strategic priorities such as fostering teamwork across functional units, building a customer service mindset to meet higher levels of responsiveness expected by consumers and retailers, identifying new skills and competencies, and global expansion are capturing the attention of human resource professionals around the world. It follows from the previous slide that after studying this lesson, you should be able to know about HRIS providing companies, discuss new HR roles and competencies, analyze the role of balanced and HR scorecard, analyze the role of Six Sigma and knowledge management in manpower planning. HRIS is the systems to acquire, store, manipulate, analyze, interpret, and disseminate relevant information on human resources. It is not mere computer hardware or some customized or standard HR software. It broadly includes people, policies, procedures, and data. It need not limit its focus on automation of manual HR jobs like record keeping or payroll preparation. It is a service in the form of information. The nature of information depends on the user's requirements. New HR roles can be classified from 4 different perspectives. These are focus on activities referring to what do HR people do, time referring to where do HR people spend time, metaphors referring to what identity do HR people have, value creation referring to what value HR people create. The balanced scorecard is best seen as a management versus measurement tool. It is a systematic framework for communicating strategy and vision, stressing the fact that the success of an organization is a holistic process. The scorecard measures organizational performance across 4 balanced perspectives: financial, customer, internal business processes, learning and growth. The idea behind the tool is that financial performance does not adequately capture all the factors affecting the organization's competitive performance. Six Sigma as a business process is now allowing organizations to improve their bottom line by designing and monitoring business activities in a way that minimizes wastes and resources without, however, compromising with customer satisfaction. Six Sigma process is broader than Total Quality Management Programs (TQM). While TQM focuses on detecting and correcting defects, Six Sigma recreates the processes to ensure defects never arise right from the beginning. From organization's point of view, it provides maximum value in the form of increased profits, and from customers' point of view, it provides maximum value in terms of high-quality products and services at competitive costs. Higher Sigma value indicate better quality products, and lower Sigma values represent less quality products. Innovation is a new technique or idea encompassing product or services, process, managerial styles, and even organizational structure. It may be technology push or demand pull, or even combination of both. Research and development activities of an organization are examples of such innovation. Mapping customer needs and aligning the same to innovation initiative is what we need in this competitive world. Innovation is enabled by proactive HR practices. Subscribing to innovation without proactive HR practices will hinder rather than fostering innovation in an organization. The process of development of BPO and HRO as an extension of SCM philosophy has been discussed from a historical perspective to appreciate its generic root. It is amply clear over the years that the need for outsourcing was felt by the organizations both for economic and strategic compulsions. SCM as a concept, though developed much later, it now integrates the outsourcing also along with customer service, demand flow and distribution. BPO is the long-term contracting of a company's non-core business processes to an outside service provider. BPO covers activities like finance and accounts, human resources, real estate related matters, internal audit, tax compliance, application process, procurement, etc. HRO in that way is an extension of SCM, which institutionalized the outsourcing of non-core activities of organizations. Like employee leasing, BPO and HRO also offer the same advantage to small companies without requiring them to invest unnecessarily in costly infrastructure, yet remain competitive in global market by substantial cost savings. Knowledge is reinforced through learning. Therefore, before we define knowledge, it is appropriate for us to understand what is learning. Learning is a process of acquiring new skills or knowledge, which results to a new behavior. Learning can take place through multiple ways, but for organizations, best way to promote learning is by exposure to new experiences. Knowledge is the ability and wisdom to use the learned experiences for achievement of individual and organizational objectives. Knowledge management, therefore, is the process of systematically and actively managing and leveraging the store of knowledge in an organization. Now let us check if we have understood the various concepts discussed in this lesson clearly. HRIS is a systematic framework for communicating strategy and vision, stressing the fact that the success of an organization is a holistic process. Right or wrong? Wrong. Knowledge management is a management philosophy that seeks to integrate all organizational functions. Right or wrong? Wrong. Learning is a process of acquiring new skills or knowledge which results to a new behavior. Right or wrong? Right. Before we end, let us briefly revise what we have studied till so far. HRIS is the systems to acquire, store, manipulate, analyze, interpret, and disseminate relevant information on human resources. New management practices must be adopted to help position HR as a strategic partner to the enterprise. Achieving the status of a strategic enterprise partner requires the implementation of tools and the adoption of practices not supported or readily available from the majority of current HRMS suppliers. If structured properly, adopting the HR scorecard would allow the HR organization to take the initiative instead of being reactive to the demands of the enterprise. A comprehensive approach that creates strategic alignment between HR and the enterprise at all levels, including strategy, resource allocation, budgeting, reporting, is absolutely essential. While TQM focuses on detecting and correcting defects, Six Sigma recreates the processes to ensure defects never arise right from the beginning. Training employees on Six Sigma requires both technical and behavioral reinforcements. Any skill gap requires repeated training till they are all fit for the purpose. Innovation is a new technique or idea encompassing product or services, process, managerial styles, and even organizational structure. BPO is the long-term contracting of a company's non-core business processes to an outside service provider. BPO paves the way for global competition and ensures strategic focus on core capabilities for improving stakeholders' value, efficiency, and reduced operating costs. SCM helps in leveraging people by better use of human capital. BPO and HRO in that way are extension of SCM, which institutionalized the outsourcing of non-core activities for organizations. Knowledge is reinforced through learning. Therefore, before we define knowledge, it is appropriate for us to understand what is learning. Learning is the process of acquiring new skills or knowledge which results to a new behavior. Knowledge management is the process of systematically and actively managing and leveraging the store of knowledge in an organization.